Hello, friends. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe wherever you're watching from. Welcome back to our channel, Treasure Town. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support means a lot. It helps this channel grow and allows us to continue bringing you fascinating stories hidden inside ordinary coins. Friends, let me ask you something. Have you ever imagined that a small, ordinary-looking coin could change someone's life? A coin you might have ignored, spent, or dropped into a jar without a second thought. Believe it or not, there are coins that were once worth just a few cents, forgotten by almost everyone. Today, some of those same coins are worth thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, even more. If you have never heard stories like this before, stay with me, because today's story may completely change the way you look at your pocket change. Let us travel back in time. The 1994 D. Kennedy half dollar is one of those coins that most people overlook at first glance. It is not a key date. It is not made of silver. It does not immediately scream rarity. But when you slow down and really study it, this coin becomes a fascinating window into American coinage in the 1990s, the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, and the quiet evolution of the half-dollar denomination. Let's go deep into the story. The 1994 D. Kennedy half dollar was struck at the Denver Mint. The D. Mint mark appears on the obverse, just below Kennedy's neck and above the date. In 1994, the half dollar was no longer a workhorse coin in circulation. By that time, the denomination had already been declining in everyday use for decades. Most Americans rarely handled half dollars in daily transactions. They were increasingly ordered by banks in limited quantities and often went straight into storage or collectors' hands. To understand the 1994 D coin properly, we need to step back and revisit the history of the Kennedy half dollar series. This series began in 1964, just months after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. The nation was in mourning, and Congress moved quickly to honor him. The half dollar was selected as the denomination to carry his portrait. The first 1964 coins were struck in 90% silver and were hoarded immediately by the public. By 1965, rising silver prices forced a change. From 1965 to 1970, Kennedy halves were struck in 40% silver. Starting in 1971, the composition switched to copper-nickel clad, the same basic structure used in quarters and dimes. By 1994, the 1994 D half dollar was part of this clad era. The composition of the 1994 D is 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The outer layers give the coin its silvery appearance, while the edge reveals a distinct copper stripe. The total weight is 11.34 grams. The diameter is 30.6 millimeters, making it significantly larger than a quarter. The thickness is about 2.15 millimeters. The design is classic and consistent with most of the series. The obverse features the left-facing portrait of President Kennedy. The design was created by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts. It was adapted from a metal Roberts had previously designed featuring Kennedy. The portrait shows a strong profile with carefully detailed hair, sharp jawline, and a calm expression. The inscriptions on the obverse read Liberty across the top, In God We Trust split across the lower field, and the date 1994 below. The mint mark D appears to the right of the truncation of the bust. The reverse was designed by Frank Asparo. It features the presidential seal, a heraldic eagle with wings spread. The eagle holds an olive branch in one talon and a bundle of arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and military readiness. A shield covers the eagle's chest. Above its head is a ring of stars, and rays extend behind it. The inscriptions read United States of America along the top and half dollar along the bottom. By 1994, this design had already been in use for 3 decades. It was familiar, iconic, and strongly associated with mid to late 20th century American coinage. Now let's talk about mintage. The 1994 D. Kennedy half dollar had a mintage of approximately 23 million pieces. In earlier decades, that number would have been considered modest for a circulating coin, but compared to some low mintage key dates in the series, is still relatively common. However, what makes 1990s half dollars interesting is that many were not heavily circulated. Large numbers were stored in Federal Reserve vaults because public demand was low. That means many surviving 1994 D coins exist in uncirculated condition. It is actually easier to find a mint state example of this coin than a heavily worn one. Circulation strike coins from Denver in 1994 were produced using high-speed presses. By this time, minting technology was modernized compared to the 1960s. However, quality control could still vary. Some 1994 D coins show weak strikes, particularly in the hair detail above Kennedy's ear or in the eagle's breast feathers on the reverse. Collectors who specialize in high-grade coins look for sharp detail in these areas. If you're searching for a top-grade specimen, luster is critical. Original mint luster on a 1994 D should be bright and cartwheel evenly across the surface. Because the coin is clad, it can develop dull gray toning if stored improperly. Coins stored in mint sets sometimes show attractive peripheral toning in gold, blue, or violet shades. Now let's discuss grading. Most 1994 D coins found in circulation grade between AU and low mint state. In certified grades, you'll commonly see MS63, MS64, and MS65. Truly superb examples graded MS67 or higher are far less common. The difference in value between MS65 and MS67 can be dramatic because high-end registry set collectors compete for the finest known examples. In circulated condition, the coin is generally worth face value. In MS63 to MS65, it might bring a small premium. In MS67 or better, prices can increase significantly due to condition rarity rather than overall rarity. Proof versions of the 1994 Kennedy half dollar were struck at the San Francisco Mint, but those carry an IS mint mark and were sold directly to collectors in proof sets. The 1994 D is strictly a business strike coin intended for circulation. Let's look at varieties and errors. While the 1994 D is not famous for major varieties like double dies comparable to some earlier dates, minor double dies and die cracks can be found. Collectors also look for off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, and other mint errors. Because of the large size of the half-dollar planchet, dramatic errors can be visually impressive. Another interesting aspect is die state progression. Late die state coins may show cracks developing around the lettering or across the eagle's wings. Studying these can provide insight into the life cycle of a die at the Denver Mint in the mid-1990s. Now let's talk about context. By 1994, the half dollar was no longer widely used in casinos, vending machines, or daily commerce. In earlier decades, half dollars were common in slot machines and transit systems. But technological shifts reduced their practical use. The half dollar became more of a niche denomination. In 2002, the U.S. Mint officially stopped producing Kennedy half dollars for general circulation and instead made them primarily for collectors. That makes coins like the 1994 D part of the final era when half dollars were still technically struck for commerce, even if demand was minimal. There's also historical context tied to the broader American climate in 1994. The United States was under the presidency of Bill Clinton. The economy was recovering from early 1990s recession pressures. Technology was expanding. The internet era was just beginning to enter mainstream awareness. While none of this directly changes the metal content of the coin, it situates the 1994 D within a specific American moment. Collectors who build date-in mint sets of Kennedy has will include the 1994 D as a standard issue. It is not a stopper coin, but in high grade it still requires attention to detail. Another area to consider is long-term preservation. Clad coins can develop spotting due to improper storage. If you're holding an original roll of 1994 D halves, it is wise to store them in a dry, stable environment. Avoid PVC-based holders, which can cause surface damage over time. Many collectors prefer inert plastic capsules or archival quality flips. Now let's talk about market value in a general sense. In circulated grades, it remains face value. In average mint state, modest premium. In gem condition, higher. In superb gem condition, significantly higher. The real value driver is grade. What makes this coin quietly interesting is its position in the timeline. It represents the mature stage of a design that had already become iconic. It also comes from a period when half dollars were fading from everyday life. In some ways, the 1994 D is a symbol of transition. It belongs to a denomination that was once powerful in American commerce, but was gradually becoming ceremonial. When you hold a 1994 D Kennedy half dollar, you're holding a coin that carries 30 years of accumulated symbolism. It connects back to the grief of 1963, the silver era, the inflationary pressures of the 1970s, and the modern minting environment of the 1990s. From a purely investment perspective, it is not considered rare. But from a historical and narrative perspective, it is part of a continuous American story. It shows how coinage evolves not only in metal content and mintage numbers, but also in cultural relevance. For collectors who focus on high-grade modern coins, the 1994 D offers an accessible challenge. Finding an ultra-clean example with blazing luster, no contact marks, sharp strike, and original surfaces can be more difficult than its mintage suggests. If you are building content for a long-form video, you can explore themes such as the decline of the half-dollar denomination, the legacy of Kennedy on U.S. coinage, the technical structure of clad coinage, the difference between mintage and true rarity, the modern collector market for 1990s coins. In conclusion, the 1994 D Kennedy half dollar is not a dramatic rarity. It is not a silver treasure, but it is a steady, historically grounded piece of American coinage from a transitional era. Its value lies less in scarcity and more in context, condition, and continuity. And sometimes those quieter coins tell the most honest stories.